labeling things, boxing them in, is unnecessary. Inherent reality is already free. And that freedom is only felt experientially if we do not believe in any type of concept that can hold us back. The allocation of time between certain concepts like work, home, is a hindrance in doing that which matches us the most, in doing that which is natural for us. Any concept, any idea, any belief is a hindrance to naturally expressing ourselves in the most functional way possible. God is this reality. It's freedom itself. It's already beautiful. It's already good. There's nothing to change, nothing to do. And yet it's easy to hear that and maybe take it to the mind and think I should do nothing. Shoulds and shouldn'ts, coulds and couldn'ts are not necessary. It's not that you're doing anything wrong right now. But this idea of right and wrong itself is in the way of inherent freedom, intrinsic freedom, the freedom that already is. And doing nothing doesn't mean that you sit down and you sit on your ass the whole day. Doing nothing means not interfering with natural life, not judging the expressions of the body-mind, not judging other body-minds moving around, calling, exercising, driving, and also interacting with you. Whether that's from a place of freedom or not, doesn't matter. Because everything is already free. Unless we use our filter system, the mind, to create boundness, to become stuck, to attach ourselves to something which is not relevant. An idea, a concept, a label, a judgment, a right, a wrong. I think still one of my favorite quotes is from Rumi: behind wrongdoing and right doing is a field, and I'll see you there. And that refers to the freedom which is already here, behind our mind filter. And then the idea is, how do we change our minds? Well, we shouldn't. We don't have to change our mind at all. It's actually quite useful sometimes to have some ideas or some concepts or some judgments floating through our mind. It might help. So what we do with our mind, that is relevant. And we just let the mind be. We do not take it seriously. Serious and unserious is another filter system for the mind, which is irrelevant, which is not necessary. But it still happens. The mind is automatically producing these concepts, these labels, these ideas. But what changes it to a free state is relaxation, first of all, inside yourself, in whatever you're doing. And this is trained through, for example, meditation. And second thing is to not take anything that the mind is producing as serious. Not taking what the mind is saying to the body and forcing the body to do something, unnatural in that moment. Not forcing the body to do anything. Just letting the body be. Because what I do understand, let's say you have some destructive behavior, and this is something I've also spent some time working on for myself. And when you work on beliefs or behavior from the outside in, trying to fix them by doing something else, by going against your natural destructiveness, you could say, then what happens is you cannot change it. It takes a lot of effort. And the only thing which can change, which really does cause behavioral change, is change from the inside out. And the inside out means you as the body-mind. You with your mind, you as the person, you do nothing. You allow this destructive behavior to be there, to be free. And by not resisting that which is unfree, by not resisting the resistance of this destructiveness, because that's what it is. It's resistance from the past. It's karma, you could say. And how do you change that? You change it by not needing to change it. And through that process, it releases. Or it finds an intelligent solution for itself. It finds the root of the pain. The whole body-mind is a self-servicing, as in self-healing system. It heals itself. It does not need you, even though there is no you. It does not need any outside force for it to be healed. Of course, healing modalities, techniques, they have their place. They're awesome. I'm a coach myself. I love offering techniques. I love using healing modalities. Totally fine. But they need to come from a place of already okay. Already good enough. Already free. They need to be held, these beliefs, these ideas, these traumas, these pains. And the coping for these pains and traumas and ideas is usually destructive behavior. We numb ourselves for the pain of our destructiveness. And that's totally fine. No problem with numbing ourselves. It's not ideal. Of course it's not ideal, no. I hope you do not hurt yourself or others in that process, but by allowing the destructiveness to be there, it becomes less destructive immediately. So, resisting resistance creates even more resistance. And like in a recent podcast I watched with Mo Godot and Deepak Chopra, Deepak Chopra said it in a beautiful way. There's two choices in life, resist or flow. And when you flow, when you open up, when you allow freedom to come through you, then immediately and automatically space is created. And there's no problem at all anymore. And then the inside, from the inside out, the outside will be healed. The destructive behavior, the unresolved pains, traumas, it will be solved. And I'm saying this from experience, because I'm not saying I'm complete or perfect or anything like that. I'm just life itself, like you are. But a lot of pains and traumas and beliefs and destructive behaviors have been taken away by just letting them be there. And people came into my life, or stuff happens, or techniques happened that helped me solve those pains. And it's exactly the same way like a lot of spiritual masters, teachers who I've come in contact with and read their stuff and watched videos endlessly. These guys, they had the same experience. And some say, give it all to God and God will heal it. Maybe not so practical for the Western mind to think I'll give it to God, but let's say, give it all up. Just stop this madness. Just stop trying, efforting, trying to change things from the outside in. It's not working. It's draining you. Be okay with who you are, and who you are will become okay. Love you, my friend. Bye.